Hi, Libra Nation. This is going to be the weekly tea and love and life all rolled into one for the week of April 16th, wrapping up Aries season. As always, keep in mind this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone that watches. Just take what you feel applies and leave what does not behind. That was meant for someone else. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Libra. This is a channel dedicated exclusively to Libra and also the sign of Sagittarius. If you have those placements in your chart, you came to the right place. Subscribe and hit the bell. I will read for you here every couple of days. Link to my website for private readings and to check out human design analysis is down in the description below this video. I may also do an extended. You guys be patient. This reading might be a little bit longer. I'm going to try very hard not to be long-winded. I'm going to start with the oracle messages and the themes for you guys for the week, what you'll be attracting and bringing in, what you may be experiencing or what you may be putting out into the world, and then we'll do love and life and the tarot underneath that. Okay, so overall energy for the week, astrology, there is a focus on your 6th house and the 4th house, and Taurus is coming out. I love Taurus energy. Taurus season is coming up. So the 6th house is the work and duty and health area of your life. It is about what you devote yourself to. It's also a house where we need to do self-examination and re-examination. 4th house is hearth and home, the roots of your being. Family can sometimes be involved, where you live, your literal home. First of all, with Taurus coming out, this is going to be a pretty relaxed and slow week. Taurus is very productive, but it's not in a rush. It's very earthy. It's very grounded. Taurus is also ruled by Venus, like we are. They are our brothers and sisters in Earth, but they take the energy of Venus to a little bit of a different place. First of all, I can definitely see that with the 4th and the 6th house, you want to have a beautiful life with the Taurian influence. I feel like you're going to be thinking a lot about having a beautiful life, having a productive life, having a meaningful life. I think you want a lot of order in your home. I think you want your home and your life to look very beautiful. What I love about Taurus is that one of the things I say about Taurus is that they're always examining like what's working, what's not working. What can I put my energy into or have that has a lasting value that won't just be a flash in the pan? So what you're doing with your life and what's going on in your home. I'm hearing some of you are going to be doing quite a bit of reorganization. You want your home to flow in a practical way. You want your life to flow in a practical way. I'm also hearing with the 6th house, a recommitment to health. Yeah, and spirituality, actually. Wanting to take a very practical approach to the way you live your life will impact like a health routine. I'm hearing that some of you are going to be more focused this week on your health and beauty regimen. Last time I read for you guys, I got a Venus activation with the 1st house last week. So last week it was like, okay, Venus was coming in, thinking about the first impression we give, our looks, our brand, who we are, what we show the world. And I feel like this week is about practically applying those feelings. I heard that last week some of you guys were kind of triggered in a certain way. So it's like, okay, I really want to make this happen. I'm thinking about what I'm really devoted to and why. And I want to devote my time to myself, to my home. What's my work-life balance look like? Like they're gardening and doing yoga. Strong focus on family and children right now. Lots of nurturing energy coming out. Again, I'm feeling health, spirituality, flow, and beauty in your home, in your life. And creating something that doesn't make you feel rushed and stressed out. But again, creating a life that's beautiful and also relaxed and slow. I do think you'll be very productive this week. There will not be a lot of rushing for you this week. I like that. Human design activations. We got 2, gate 34 and gate 37. These are both in your sacral center. One of these gates, I think it's, 27 links directly up to your spleen center, and gate 34 will create a channel with your identity center or your manifestation center. So I like what they say, power by doing, things grow from love. There is a power activation, and this is about what we nourish. The messages do kind of flow together, but they're about different things. So Gate 34 really invokes us to be fully present and participate in our lives. And it wants to dissolve any feelings of disempowerment. Any way that you felt like you had no power is going to start to dissolve. And Gate 34 is all about helping us take responsibility for our lives and for our choices and making choices that are good for us and not letting outside things distract us or dictate us. It's about personal power. I love what it says. The power that exists within you is able to serve the world in an efficient and dynamic way. Your remarkable power is activated at its highest potential when you surrender to the timing of the universe. So very much needing to surrender to divine timing and no longer pointing fingers at outside influences. It's about really taking responsibility for yourself. I think you want to elicit some kind of a change, but I also think it's about what you do, because the key to understanding this part of us is about, I like what this says too. I love the way this deck puts things. Stay occupied with the right things by following your own strategy. Say yes to things that light you up so that your energy stays strong and healthy. You can be busy while you wait for the bigger picture of something to unfold, but be patient and trust that the powerful transformation will come with surrender, not with pushing. Okay, and I can see it through the tarot here too. Like, there's been a radical acceptance. You've had to hold back. I think that you wanted to push something for a while, and now you're like, look, I'm just going to keep myself busy. And, you know, the 6th house is about being busy, but Taurus is about being productive. And the 4th house is about laying a solid foundation. I'm going to focus on the right things for the right reasons. I'm going to say yes to things that excite me. And I'm going to let a bigger picture unfold. And I'm going to tend to the practical details right now, being responsible for my choices. But the pain here that activates with this gate, the shadow of it is you can get so busy trying to make things happen that you miss bigger opportunities, and you can feel powerless and you can blame others or not take responsibility because you have spent your time doing the wrong things and pushing to make things happen often results in being busy and getting nowhere, and very often it leads to burnout. What are you doing with your time? Think about it this week, Libra. I'm hearing that some of you need to let go of an agenda and just stay in the present moment, focusing on things that are important. Because if you've been pushing too hard to make something happen and you've been met with resistance, you're going to feel you're not self-themed. Like, I'm a sacral being. I'm a 6/2 sacral manifestor generator. And when I feel that not self-theme of frustration, I'm pushing too hard. When I feel satisfaction, I know I'm doing something right. So if you follow human design, get in touch with your emotional themes. Like I said, for me and for a lot of sacral beings, it's satisfaction versus frustration. So if you're feeling frustration or you're feeling your own emotional theme that's negative, you're pushing too hard and you're doing something that you don't need to be doing. Let a bigger picture unfold and only say yes to things that make you feel good. Let go of your agenda. Yeah, because you've been pushing to get something and you weren't getting anywhere. And that just makes you feel like you have no power. You have more power than you think you do if you focus on saying yes to things that are saying yes back to you. Stay present, participate in your life, say yes to what says yes to you at this time. I love that image, things grow from love. This is about tuning into your body and nourishing yourself. And it's also about responsibility and taking responsibility for your choices, for what and who and how you nurture. With Taurus coming out and the 6th house, which is a house of devotion, this week you need to take stock about what you nurture and why you're nurturing it. Because there's a shadow theme of guilt that comes with gate 27, and that's where we feel like we're responsible for the total welfare of everything and everyone around us. Do not allow guilt to guide you into feeling responsible for things that are not your problem this week, Libra. This can lead to codependency patterns and putting others' needs before yours and then getting stuck in a victim mindset. It can also show itself as helicopter parenting, helicopter friendships, stepping in, asking people like, oh, do you need help with that? Or is everything okay? Like, just leave people alone and stay in your lane. Because Gate 27 does have an urge to nourish, nurture, and take care of others, but it needs to be hooked up to the spleen center, because the spleen will react out of instinct. Your sacral is a motor center, and the sacral response, it's like you have to think about what you're responding to and what you're taking care of and why. Rule number 1, nourish yourself first, okay? Take care of your own energy so that you have energy to help others, and make empowered choices, set healthy boundaries so that you know what to take care of, what's yours to take care of, what's not yours to take care of. Care enough, but not too much. Kick back responsibility for problems to their rightful owners, because it will help them grow. Don't clean up anyone else's messes for them. This can be hard, especially for my parents that are out there in the collective. I have 3 kids, and it's really hard for me not to step in and like deal with things for them, be responsible for things for them, watch out for helicoptering and over nurturing anything. I just heard something like no stray dogs this week. Think about how you nurture and why. Watch out for that guilt. Watch out for boundaries, and watch out for like intentional manifestations this week. You will be powered by a doing, but stay busy on the right things. Yeah, deep messages. I want to talk more about them, but they're saying, no, you've said enough, move on. Okay, I'm trying to be brief. I've been watching my replays of my readings, you guys, on YouTube, and I swear to God, I repeat myself more than anyone I know. My speech and debate coach is probably rolling over in his grave, so I'm trying really hard not to repeat and go on and on. Let me know how I do. They also wanted me to use the Life Coaching Oracle deck. I haven't used it in a while. 4 cards came out. Soul Group, Automatic Negative Thoughts, Inner Child, and Self-Love, Mirror. Everything that is happening in your external life is a reflection of your inner world. Soul Group is leading, spending time with a soul group or reuniting with a family is leading to automatic negative thoughts that you do need to get in charge of. Your inner child, old wounds may be coming up when you spend time in a group dynamic. You need to love yourself more. I feel like this is almost like speaking to the 11th house. We are who we hang with. Are you spending time around people that share your interests, your ideals, that have like-minded goals? Who are you spending your time with, Libra? This week you may face a circumstance where you have an opportunity to be part of a soul group. You might be getting ready to reunite with a group of people, but you're going to have immediate negative thoughts. This might be family because the inner child card is coming out. I'm hearing that some of you are struggling with socialization. Some of you are part of a group of people that it's like mayhem, and they trigger your wounded inner child. You need to learn to love yourself more. The people you have been asking to show you love and support might not be showing it to you the way you want, the way you expect. They might just be treating you like shit. If people are treating you badly, of course you're going to have automatic negative thoughts when you think about spending time with people. Everything that's happening in your external life is a reflection of your inner world. So I think it's important the week of the 16th to take stock of whom you're spending time with and why, and how you feel about yourself when you're with those people. I'm also hearing that some of you do need to get involved with a group. You may want to go to a family reunion or to a group event of some kind. You could have quite a bit in common with these people. It might be a self-help group where you talk about self-love and the wounded inner child and how to deal with negative thoughts. Some of you are going to spend time in like a literal group like that this week. Maybe you'll just come across that online or in social media like Facebook, Reddit groups. You could learn something from these people, from this group. But I'm also hearing that some of you are afraid to step into a group dynamic because you have a bad history with that. Like you've had bad things happen when you've tried to socialize. That's coming from childhood trauma. And it's having a trickle-down effect, and it might be causing you to isolate yourself. Try to open up to spending time in a group dynamic. And watch out for projection. Okay, because what you're seeing outside might be a reflection of your own inner world. I'm hearing that one of your guides says to tell you, The whole world is not out to get you. Not all of your friends are jealous of you or are competing with you and can't stand you. Some of you are feeling like the black sheep and like you don't fit in. It might be time to start thinking outside of the box in regards to who you're hanging with and spending time with. But you are not above needing a tribe. Isolation is not good for us. But it's definitely important to make note of negative thoughts and try to get in charge of them. It's about how much you love yourself. And this wounded inner child doesn't want to rule your life. It wants to be integrated and parented and loved by the adult version of you. I just heard, do not spend time with a bunch of other children. If you're an adult, spend time with other mature adults. It might trigger you. It might make you feel a little insecure. Your guides just said, give it a try. Give it a try. But some of you need to start from scratch and look for a new soul group. Very much so. Okay, those are the messages for the week. Slow, relaxed energy. Thinking about what you're nurturing and why. Watch out for creating codependency. I'm seeing if anything else comes through. And take ownership of your choices. So when it comes to relationship, heart-to-heart conversations worth waiting for, attraction and passion, make the effort. I think that there is a conversation that you want to have with someone or that they want to have with you. They're saying to tell you it's not 100% the right time to have this specific conversation. The heart-to-heart conversation that someone wants to have needs to sort of simmer for now. It's not quite the right time. Stay in the present moment and make an effort towards passion. For those of you that are in ongoing romantic partnerships, that are in a two-way relationship, definitely focus on passion. I'm hearing that things do need to be spiced up. There will be a need, and I'm actually thinking that there may be somewhat of an effort made in the passion department. Everything in relationship this week is going to be like in the present moment, and the heavier conversations are not happening this week. I think you're being given an opportunity to think about your sixth house. Like, what am I devoting myself to? What's my daily routine look like? I want to recommit to like a health or an exercise routine. I want to make my home feel more stable. I want to take action that's meaningful for me, putting my time and effort towards things that are important and needing to surrender to something heavier. I do kind of get the sense that someone in your environment that you're having a relationship with, I don't think they're responding to you the way you want them to. For any of you that have a Mars in Libra and a Venus in Libra, watch out for passive-aggressive communication. People are not going to worship you or read your mind. And those are shadow traits of the Mars and the Venus in Libra. Venus in Libra wants to be worshipped, and Mars in Libra wants to make fair, honest choices and fights for things in a fair way, but can be very passive-aggressive in communication. I think you've been waiting for something that's kind of not happening. So the first three cards that came out were the Hangman and Strength and the Wheel of Fortune. I kind of feel like this is all you, but you take it as it resonates. You've had to just kind of let something go and surrender to divine timing here, Libra. I think someone's been waiting patiently, just letting something go. When the Hangman comes out, it's a pretty tough spiritual lesson. A lot of us tantrum our way through it. He's hanging upside down by one foot. Sometimes we do this to ourselves intentionally. Like, I need to look at something from a different point of view. I just need to pause. I just need to see something from a different angle. I need to let my soul and my human body come into alignment until I have this aha moment, this enlightenment. Often the Hangman comes with surrender and sacrifice, radical acceptance of a different viewpoint. Pisces here. It has not been easy to just wait and see how something is going to unfold. Now, your partner, I have the Ace of Pentacles here. Someone might be waiting for like just the right time to propose to you, or maybe they're looking for a new job. Someone's looking for a new opportunity to come in, and it just hasn't been coming in, and you've just had to deal with it and be strong. It's like the Wheel of Fortune is turning, but it's not turning fast. I can see that it's not turning fast. And then the Seven of Pentacles is what you need to know, or your advice. Someone does need to be patient and continue to cultivate the garden that is already here. Like, we can either rip up this garden or just waiting for this tree to bear fruit. Watch out for living in the past and daydreaming a little too much. This guy does look like he's longing for something. Someone's waiting for something to happen. But then the final outcome is the Sun. I'm seeing like a shift in perspective for someone. So with the Hanged Man, we've got the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, we have Pentacles, and then we have Swords, and then we have Wands. So it's about the health, wealth, and duty area of our life, things practically happening, what lights us up, what makes us passionate, what we're willing to fight for, and what we get all wound up about, all rolled into one. I can see that someone here is waiting, like, what do I do next with the Two of Pentacles? I'm seeing this opportunity. That could be you or this person. Someone's like, is there an opportunity coming in for me? Someone might be looking or waiting for a new job, thinking about taking a new job. Again, it could be like popping the question, is this going to go anywhere? Someone's been waiting for that, waiting for it. And it hasn't been easy with Strength. I know it hasn't, because underneath Strength, look how the Empress is closing the lion's mouth, taming pride and desire and raw emotion. Like this Empress is like, no, 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 no. You are at the top of the food chain. If I let you open up and unleash, God only knows what you're going to say or do. Compassion, strength of character, and there is some patience involved with Strength, but clarifying this is the Eight of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Five of Swords. Wow, okay. While this waiting game is taking place, in the meantime, worst case scenarios are being imagined, and someone is very imprisoned in their own mind and struggling to see something. They have regrets. It's like they've got too much time on their hand to be stressed out. This guy always looks like he's praying for something to happen, right? And then mad, like, God damn it, I want this. I'm begging for it. I want it. I don't know when this is going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen. I want something to happen here, and it's just not happening with the Wheel. Clarifying it, it's like time is just marching on, ups and downs. Clarifying this is the Moon, the Six of Swords, and Strength again. So if you guys are feeling this way, it's like you're waiting for this opportunity to come. You kind of want to unleash and maybe not allow divine timing to play itself out, because it's like, I have no fucking idea where this is going. I'm kind of in the land in between, and I just have to bite my tongue and grin and bear it and be strong. Someone's waiting for something to come through. The Ace of Pentacles could be some kind of news. It could be like a contract. I'm hearing something maybe about a will, an estate, an inheritance. Yes, it could be a job too. Like just waiting for this to happen. Someone may be waiting for you to make a decision and you're just not, but I don't think it's that. It's like you've been waiting. Someone's been waiting for something to happen here. This week, either you or this person will have moments where they can deal with it, because when we get the Wheel to the Moon, like this card combination is, the future is super all the way unknown right now. Like it's really unknown. And there's nothing you can do but be strong and deal with the circumstances that you're in at the moment. It's like, how do I fight to make this happen quicker? There's going to be a lot of praying and frustration. Yeah, it will be difficult to deal with for you or for this person. What you need to know, or your advice, is the Seven of Pentacles. Someone's going to have to wait. They're going to have to be patient. Because look, this pentacle fell off. That's the fruit that fell off the vine. He's got to wait for the other ones to get ripe before he can pick them. So there will be a waiting. Clarifying this is the Seven of Swords, the Hierophant, Taurus, there could be a Taurus involved, and the Seven of Wands. Why do I get the feeling that someone is avoiding a more important conversation about commitment? There could be differences in spiritual beliefs, cultural background, struggling to include family in something. The Hierophant to the Ace of Pentacles is a serious commitment of some kind, but it might not be romantic relationship. It could be a job. It could be school or education. I'm hearing also someone may be thinking about entering into a spiritual program of some kind where they learn it may cost money. They're like, no, I don't know. I'm hearing mostly, though, that someone is avoiding a conversation about higher commitment, either that or they're avoiding a Taurus. But they're thinking about it. I feel like this is you. I feel like you're going to be left waiting for something. And this is the conversation that someone doesn't want to have, right? Where is it? Where is it? Worth waiting for the heart-to-heart conversation. Because you have the Two of Cups on your side over here, Libra, but there is no Two of Cups on the table here. It's like someone's going to skirt around this. But then the final outcome is the Sun, and clarifying the Sun is the Two of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Ace of Wands. The Star is at the bottom of the deck with the Magician. Okay, I heard a really good message overall about this, which is this week you're going to get to this place where like you're waiting for something important to happen. And it's like until that happens, you don't know what the next step in a cycle is. Someone's going to avoid a commitment or a heavier conversation. But at some point, the Hangman and Strength are going to help you deal with this waiting game. And I feel like some of you will be like, you know what? That just because I have to wait for something doesn't mean that the glass is half empty. I don't need to be mad. I don't need to be all wound up in my head. I need to get up off my knees and stop begging for something. Like, what am I doing with my time? The truth is, the weather's going to be beautiful this week. I'm going to look for opportunities that light me up and excite me. Spirit, show me the way. It's like a change in attitude and a change in perspective. A new opportunity could be coming in that really excites you and makes you very happy. This could take place outdoors while you are taking a walk. You may have a sudden epiphany. Someone else may have a sudden epiphany. But I'm also hearing that like someone is just very distracted by other things. Someone is looking for new things, something exciting with growth potential that really lights them up. I'm seeing a shift in perspective, like away from something happening in the literal 3D to focusing more on idealism in the meantime. This could be positive, but I think it might frustrate you to a degree. I think this person's a little distracted here because what they have to say to you, they wanted me to use the Soulmates in Separation deck. You may or may not be in separation. This is just the deck they told me to use for something they want to say to you. My pride and ego led us astray. I wish I could have been more emotionally available to you and I let you down. You know, this person, one of you or the both of you may struggle to communicate because there is sadness, anger, that the Empress is closing the lion's mouth for a reason. I feel like there's something that needs to be talked about or something that needs to be done, and they're not entirely emotionally available. They keep all this bottled in. Maybe you've been keeping things bottled in. They do have pride and ego that has been leading them astray. I think it's almost like you guys are two ships passing in the night, and that conversation has been avoided. But, oh, something new and fun is coming in. It's like, okay, like that's good news and all, but there's still something that's being waited out. And the Star, the King of Cups is down here too, but like there's still faith. Someone still has faith that for a renewal and something good could come in. This is this person's overall energy if there is someone in the environment. I have the Three of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and then the Eight of Pentacles, but then here's the Page of Wands. So I think this person's the Sun and the Page of Wands. I think this person gets distracted by something else this week, and they're going to avoid something more responsible, something more serious. That doesn't mean that they're irresponsible, but this little Page of Wands is like squirrel. So this person is trying to build and learn and grow with you, but then in their feelings, they're coming out as the King of Swords. They could be a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. They could be an air sign like you, but it's also like this King of Swords always looks so lost in thought and distracted. He looks somewhat detached. He's not really connecting to his emotions right now. He's connecting to his head, trying to be very logical. The Master of Strategy is the King of Swords. As we all know, solution and strategy is King and Queen of Swords. Saturn is here. It's restricting him. They could be dealing with this person. Like the Three of Pentacles is looking at the King of Swords. But if this person is the King of Swords, it's like they don't have a lot to say right now. They're very lost in thought. They could be very focused on work right now, thinking quite a bit about what they do for work. They're very focused on details. Maybe they're thinking about work, taxes, shit for the home, like whatever. Whatever it is they're doing, And they're very focused on that. But then the Page of Wands, it's like, I'm down for whatever. I'm still open. I enjoy talking to you, but he's walking away from the reading. He's like, it's like squirrel. I always feel like the Page of Wands is like ADHD brain. Like, what's going on? Anyways, I was like, okay, well, I think that they're walking away from Libra. Like they're distracted by other things. They are open, but they're not, I don't think they're getting deep enough for you. I clarified it. I got 3 pages over here. Pages explore and study, and they are the heralds of communication. Clarifying the Page of Wands is the Page of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Page of Swords. Okay. I think what this person is saying is, I feel like I'm on the right track with you, Libra. I'm kind of waiting for you to say something here. They might be waiting for you to start a conversation that you're not starting. I think you're both waiting. I think there's a little bit of an elephant in the room too. I think this person thinks they're doing okay with you and that they're on the right page with you. They're still curious. They're still in it. They're still open. They're just doing other things. They may also like try to apologize to something for something to you this week, and they're wondering if you actually got that message and heard them, because this is, hey, I'm waiting for you to open up. Did you get the message? If it's a feminine or a masculine, they're looking right at you, Libra. They're looking right at you, wondering when you're going to open up and talk to them. If it's a feminine, this might be her looking at you, my masculines, or she might be talking to somebody else. They're not super focused. Here's what you have to say. I hope we can come back together and pick up where we left off. I struggle with love and expressing it. It just does not come easy to me. There's this huge misconception about Libras because we're ruled by Venus that we're all lovey-dovey and we're super good at expressing love. We are not always good at that. At times, Libra can be a little black and white in their thinking and even a little cold and detached. So expressing heavier emotions, it's like this week you have a bit of a frog in your throat and you're hoping you can kind of come back and pick up where something left off, but neither one of you are making any real moves to have that happen. And furthermore, I think y'all are standing here waiting for it to happen because you're the 2 of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Okay, you're willing to talk. And then Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is what is our decision and where is this going? I'm ready to talk to you. I will talk to you. I've looked myself in the mirror. I'd like to look you in the eye. I'm going to be very direct. you're waiting for them to come back towards you. That's fine. You might be waiting a while here, Libra, with the wheel. But try to stay in the present moment and make an effort to connect to what you're passionate about. Let them connect to what they're passionate about. And if the two of you are passionate about each other, make an effort to do that as well. It could be about a wedding and when you're getting married. I'm also hearing something about I'm hearing that some of you, you're waiting for this person to propose to you, but you don't have the same spiritual beliefs. Like you're saying, no, I am not getting married in a church. And they're like, well, I'm not getting married in the woods where you want to get married. Like there's a weird thing about where a commitment will take place. And someone's doing a little bit of reconnaissance and exploring new and fun things. But I feel like you're more ready to seal a deal than someone else is. They're passive aggressive in the way they communicate too. And they think they're doing okay with you. It's like they think they said enough, but they didn't. I'm going to do an extended because these little pages are all over the place. Yeah, of course I'm into you. I did let you know. I thought we were on the right track. What do you have to say? Anyways, I'm going to think about some other stuff and do some other stuff. I'm really busy with work. I'm lost in thought, but I'm still here, babe. And I feel like you're kind of what the fuck? I think this is all you. So I'm going to do an extended to see how they see you, what kind of relationship they want to have with you. This could be them, the Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Wands could be them looking at other people or just exploring other stuff, and they're missing a more serious, heavier point that you want to talk with them about. So if you feel like you need the extended, the link to that will be at the top of the description below. But focus on what you're doing and why, Libra. Make sure you have good boundaries in relationships. I know you're going to want to nurture this week, but nurture yourself first. Get in touch with your own sense of groundedness, your own routine, and think about who you're socializing with and why. All right, Libra, that's the weekly tea and love and life. Hope it resonates and hope it helps. Again, link to the website is down in the description below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra. Take care. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.